We're going to switch over to live. And I will start reading over the patch notes, because patch notes. Warframe, new proto frames, Techrot Encore. It's in terms of tech. And forums, update notes, PC update notes, update 38.5, Techrot Encore. First major update, and apparently more stacks than my dad's record collection. Going to be honest here, my dad doesn't have a record collection, so it's inevitably more stack. 60th Warframe, and that would be Temple. New stage defense mission. Ooh. It's Scaldra. Nice. Temporal Archimedia, because, you know, Temporal Archimedia. So. 4 new proto frames. Flare, Minerva, Velimir, and Kaya. Those being Temple, Farron, Frost, and Nova. So we can finally these new proto frames. I will probably first thing go and interact with them as soon as, you know, the update's done. And then new vendors. I'm already rank 5, so that's not an issue. So the new proto frames have the Gemini skin. New Kim interactions. let's see, stage defense with Temple, Riot 848, which is a flamethrower guitar. I don't think I need to explain why that's awesome. Equipment decorations, which I'm probably Captura scene, and then Kuva. Purgatory 1, EFV 5 Jupiter, EFV 8 Mars, and the dual Vissus. This is, you know, the 4 new Skuldra weapons. I am very excited. This is probably the first thing that I'm going to put on the This is kind of the first thing that I'm going to be putting on the foundry to cook. Velimir Volkov II. Demonstrating with a bunch of furnishings that I am probably never going to use. I like a clean layout, so I tend to not decorate all too much. Kaya Velasco with Temporal Archimedia missions, new Warframe arcane Hotshot. When using ability to inflict heat status on enemies with a maximum of 50 stacks. So that is nasty. Um, 30 maximum of plus 300%. Maximum plus 300%, which is going to be kind of brutal for anything and everything. Elemental Vice, which will be super handy. Universal Fallout. I don't think I'll ever use the Universal Fallout. Universal Orbs are fun, but they're not super important. Escapist. Just don't tend to mercy kill that much. Eleanor offerings in the form of Coda weapons, Elemental Vice, Victor, Rapier skins, Ludoplex, Ollie's Crash Course. I will probably show off at least a little bit. Film chord tracks. Ooh. I can change the music. That's super nice. New set of instant messaging. And, chatting. They're not romanceable. I know, a lot of people got horny over Minerva, but unfortunately she is taken. Associate, best friends. Birthday messages, included. Background selection. Play all conversations. Jump to background selection. Avoid confusion. And stage defense. Stage defense is going to be an interesting one. So you've got It's a defense mission, 3 waves. Sound right out of the speakers. Stunning enemies in their quake. Cut down any Scaldra who managed to stay standing so the concert never has to stop. Stage defense lasts for 3 waves of enemies, with the final wave being emboldened with increased Xmas and a Scaldra Screamer. Scaldra Screamers are overzealous Scaldra units willing to blow themselves up to stop Flair and Lizzie from rocking on. You know, these are basically Scaldra demolishers. Collapse for the Encore performance. Temple Warframe Blueprint, Beaten Heartstrings, which is the beating heartstrings is going to be the pity currency. This is AABC. That's fairly typical. Fortunately, it's just going to be shorter, hopefully. A, B, and C all having a chance to reward any blueprint with later rotations receiving the rotation A, Endo and Mesa relics, Endo and Neo relics, Endo and Axie relics. You know, again, super nice. I'm really happy that they're moving away from credit rewards towards more of these. And then, you know, you get the standard arcane reward. You get the standard set of arcanes from the Scaldra Screamers, and this is one of those quality of life bonuses that I am very happy with. But now, it is game time. And we have wars to frame. Just for the sake of not showing off to everybody what my username is. There we go. Oh, right. I needed to change some settings. Equipment. Not equipment. Options. Audio. Dialogue volume. Radio dialogue, yes. So let's go back and actually listen to that. Communication, inbox. You can afford to be hospitable. Alright, apparently it's not working. I will figure that out. But I will figure that out later. For them, yeah. So, I've got my Zaku, I've got my Latron. I'm going to check my options again. System, social. No, accessibility. Video. So interface. Me. Hint transfer. Alright. Oh. Let's head in and see what's on. Alright. So, step 1, Minerva and Velimir. Interesting. I think this is actually a bug. But, browse the weapons. This is a very annoying bug that I'm not entirely sure how to fix. I may need to, I may need to do some troubleshooting. Oh. Yeah. So I'm just going to start by buying all of the component blueprints because, you know, I can't. I can't build the, like, EFV8 until I have the parts. Blueprint, check. Blueprint, check. Ooh, I really like how they're including, like, alloy plates and polymer bundles and gallium. And yeah, I need 2 of each of these. So that'll take a while to cook. And then I'll buy not the dual viscous. I'll buy you. check the memorabilia. Okay. Yeah, Riot 848 and temple stuff. So we're going to start very quickly, just jumping back to the back rooms to get a bunch of weapons and stuff cooking. Generally speaking, this is going to be the and I'll need an argon crystal. I will see about getting an argon crystal. Get the dual vistas blade and the dual vistas hilt. Cooking. And yeah, I've got a forma in a couple hours. So, I'm going to save and I think this is how we get the first of the... I think this is how we get antivirus mods and this is how we get antivirus mods and our and do boybands, but I'm not entirely sure. I should probably like go back and do a detailed reading of the patch notes, because that's unfortunately how you figure these things out. Am I going to get there in time to help with? Probably not. Charge into the cache. Never mind. Nothing for it but to keep moving and drop as many Techrot as possible. I'm playing Zaku. I'm not a Zaku main, but I like Zaku. It's a fun frame and gets me all of the fun frame, does a lot of damage, and probably most importantly, it's a very self-sufficient frame in a way that it's a very self-sufficient frame. I don't know what this is, but generally speaking, when you run this kind of mission, it's best to grab things and plug them in. Just as a rule of thumb, let's say. Grab a thing, you plug it in. And I think this is how you get the boyband key. There. Somebody forgot to grab the hex treasure. Oh, and there's a daily for Syndicate battalions. That's very cool. We are now being hunted by online. Which, you know. And we should get yanked out of this. Yep, as I thought, we're getting yanked out of it. I got the keep clean. Which is the first of my, which is my first, yeah. Packet smoking then this Bork.19. I love the name. Just, it's a very funny, giggle-worthy name. Okay. So, live heart cells. Vanquish sigil coda sigil. Only looking up poster. Hype drop. And that's an emote. And there's malware disinfection 0%. Yeah. And let's modify my Parazon to shove this keep clean antivirus mod on there. And now I start the volatile Techrot again to get another antivirus mod. Because I need to equip 3 in order to... I have to equip a number of them and then see about... This is one of the benefits of... Ooh, and this is one of those new tiles. You can see the underground... I'm loving the... This is very creative, it's very fun. Got this, like, underground museum lab thing. And it's just... Yeah. Yeah, I am here for it. another one is like a play space. If I wonder. Yep. They go everywhere. Fully physics enabled. Enabled, and then up here we've got like a planetarium or an amphitheater. And that's the... And then we've got more... I wonder. Pop, pop. Pop. Yes, the balloons are poppable. I'm not seeing anything that's super interactable here. I'm just engaging and giggling. Warframe's one of those games that has been a long-time favorite, and I'm really glad that it's getting this kind of update and this kind of love. Because, well, frankly, I've gotten all the liches. I can say that the liches were not worth it. In part because there's too many bait weapons. Or mix of too many bait weapons and too many bait and filler weapons. Not a ton of like each. Not a ton of sort of super interesting like variants. I don't want to play. Like, there's the Kuva Shield Egg. And yes, the Kuva Shield Egg is cool. It's a rocket hammer. At the same time, it doesn't really feel much different than any other melee weapon. Which is a bit of a problem. But yeah. Boom, boom, boom. And this is the Latron Prime Incarnon. Like with most Incarnons, it's a little busted. If anyone would care to offer opinions on what I should load out with for the next run, you're certainly welcome to. Okay. And I got a Vespa 77 handle. I don't need a Vespa 77 handle, so I'll probably turn that into flat eventually. If I remember correctly, they are tradable. Yeah, no, they are definitely tradable. So let's take one short pause to grab a view. I'll pop an air support charge to see if there's anything between me and... Yes, there is. I'll just wait for 30 seconds to get another good, and we get once I finish loading out, we get Computer Cop, stopping cybercrime in its tracks. Malware disinfection 5%. I'm going to modify my Parazon to add Computer Cop. And okay. Pair of Technosite. Yeah. But I'm actually going to start here in Solstice Square. Yeah. I'm very interested in doing a run to see if I can get a duet, but I want to do this so that I can finish the next section in my Kim and finish the next section on my calendar, and that way max out my earnings potential. And here's Temple. Boom. The Zorus. Boom. I am probably going to miss the Zorus once I get the Techrot weapon, but the Techrot Pacifist. The Coda Pacifist, let's be. But that's a matter of, you know, the path. I expect the Coda Pacifist to have some funny interactions. I don't know it will, but I hope it will. Yeah, I'm going to quickly check my options one last time. Audio, dialogue volume. Oh, that's why. Sorry. Let's turn you both all the way up. Confirm. Definitely helping. I turned it off. I must have forgotten to turn it. Yep. Yeah, there it is.
We don't have any room in this band for hack wannabes.
Kaboom, kaboom. And moving on, finding the straggler. that there. So, it's interesting.
Ready? A screamer. Pray for a perch! Pray for a perch! Pray for a perch!
And that screamer went down very quickly. I mean, it's not surprising. Average LR here is not low. Kaboom. Yes, I'm just... because I'm relying on melee weapons, I'm not getting as many kills as I could, but... But yeah, this is feeling really good. And as a defense mission variant, yeah. I like the screamer, I like the dialogue, I like everything.
Hear that? They still want more.
Looks like everybody wants to back out. So, I will back out. We got the 6 beating heartstrings. But yeah. That's cool, that's interesting, I like it. I don't have any... 10 out of 10, no notes. I'm going to do one more of the antivirus bounties. And then we will get started on... and then we'll try stabbing... and then we'll try stabbing a technocyte. For the first actual step of running into... for the first actual step of the race to LR5. Because, well, every technocyte that I get, or every coda that I get, represents
Got a solid move. Abandoned supply cache. Now listen up. If you get close, it'll clock you and start a countdown. Bust into the cache before it's smoked. See?
every one of these.
Supply cache flipped into self-destruct. Get worksy. Fewer fervor charges your pocket. But know this. Open that thing and the Techrot will get riled up. Crazy.
Ooh, the fervor charge. Grab. I see another one. And you can carry 2, just have to switch to your operator, or I use the operator. You can also use the drifter, both work. I feel more connected to the operator, because he was the one who I ran through the story with. And the drifter always felt more like intruder. Despite him being the center of most of the game, since despite him having been at the center of a lot of the story updates. Okay. We got the supply cache.
It's proper pissed off. Hitters coming out of every nook and crook.
So, up we go. You...
Yo, Techrot signals down to 50%. Take him to 0.
This isn't the way up. Feels like there should be something up there. I'm not sure if there is, and I'm not going to take the time to figure it out because I want to get to... I want to see how fast it's possible to do...
Computers aren't really their thing, but they know the basics.
Okay. Alright. And I stabbed him, and disinfection went up, and he dropped a hex treasure. That's interesting. Yeah, we do the bounty. So it's apparently you just do the bounties, and that'll get you there. Cool. And I know, it's goofing you for. Like, you stab them if you get the right one. But it's... This also makes it... I'm not sure if it's precisely farmable, but... We are going to...
Over and out, fam. Job's a good one. Nice one.
We're going to figure out how this works and figure out what the most effective way is, because I have actually found the right one. And that's... And to my understanding, it's a... You just find the one right one, and you're good. Is there anything up there? There, yeah. And I get Worm Away. Get rid of malware, spyware, wetware, and worms. And I've got enough standing now to grab one more weapon blueprint, but you know, that's for later once I've actually duet chance 25%. Yeah, it's like malware disinfection 10%.
Sometimes. Oh, can I say that?
I wonder if I'm going to try something.
Oh, how many boards does this game have?
Check my pairs on. I wonder if computer comp being in the first spot matters in terms of...
Drill bit reminds me to look out for myself.
Let's go into the steel path and try Solstice Square there. Just toggling back and forth to avoid me getting bored. Because me getting bored is what would kill this stream deader than dead.
If we played, they'd kill us.
Just try.
Because, well... yeah. On the steel path, it's... yeah. Still pretty durable. Still no real problems. So let's keep rocking and rolling.
First soldier to bring me that guitar gets a week of leave.
Apparently, apparently the Skuldra hate rock and roll. As if we didn't need more reasons. As if we needed more reasons to dislike them.
Don't have any room in this band for hack wannabes.
Enemy density is still fairly low, so it's not a great one for doing big runs on the...
Lex and Flair, what real vocals sound like? Release the screamer.
And I'm right on top of the screamer now.
Out! Techrot! Techrot! Techrot filth! Out!
Another pistol security. Normal mod drop. And there. Yeah. I'm being bad and... bouncing my Zorus off of things.
Come on. You know little Victor wants to hear an encore.
And yeah, now we've got a team that will actually run into wave 4, 5, 6.
Really clever and harmony with our sweet flair.
Oh. Down, down. Into a new second area. I am here for it. Yeah, as expected, it's sort of transforming into Techrot. Because, unfortunately, you can't have nice things when it comes to long-term Skuldra grind. There are some Skuldra around, but there's a lot fewer of them.
The Techrot known as Flair is a fugitive, a degenerate, and a vile loser. Silence Flair now!
And we get... that guy. Yeah, I'm here. I'm loving it. I need to
Send in a scream.
and get on top of the streamer. And streamer down. Keep going. Drop that. And the Soldier Dedicant is, of course, taking an absolute pounding because Soldier Dedicants are super tough. Hey, Maddie. Ooh. I did not realize that there would be these. But yeah, there's hex treasures here. Ooh. That's neat. Now, yeah, welcome to Techrot Encore. I can certainly feel the encore. Now, is it bugged and there's just somebody not spawning, or what? Because, oh.
We could dip into our back catalog.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's see. The mission is really cool. It's a little tricky,
Music. This
but...
is art. It's a blatant display of Techrot propaganda, and I will not stand for it.
It's very pretty. It's a very... Mom, there are Warframes in my particle effect. But at the same time... like... yes, I want more. If you'll... this is what defense missions should have always been. It's like, once I've finished... see... yeah, I can't easily see it at the moment, but... and the rewards are pretty good too. Like, I would say that if you're a new player, just coming to the Hex, this is absolutely one of the better ones to do. It's one of the, it's even a fairly good Phosphor farm. There is... yeah, though if there is one criticism to make, it is that the complexity of the map has some problems for... pathfinding, where, like, enemies will get stuck in odd and inconvenient locations, and that's not great. But yeah, now we're on to... I mean, you have to unlock the basic version of... You have to unlock the Elite version anyway. I fully expected that. Once... What I'll do is I'll probably hop in the server... I'll call this to an end once this mission is over, and then hop in the server VC, so that I can focus on just doing that. Because as the first exploration, yeah, I am hyped. This is the most fun I've had playing Warframe in a while. And there is... I'm not going to say nothing wrong with it, but... Yeah, don't worry about that. Even if my frame and mission choices may or may not be oof, but... I figure with 4 of us, because I know there's going to be 4 of us playing, we can just absolutely rock on.
A screamer.
I am your deafening indeed. Yeah, I don't actually think it's a bug that we're facing, it's just a... But yeah. Let's prep to rock in on a... Yeah, we'll finish this, we'll check some things. I'm going to run a couple of missions. I'm going to run like 1 mission in the Void. Melee dowdies, primary yeah. And 32 beating heartstrings. Yeah, that's really not bad. Alright. I'm going to keep streaming it because I think it's going to be... I think it's fun. But I'm going to be joining the VC as well.
There's a new mission type we're gonna do. Hey, Iflin.
Hello. Yeah, no. Calling
just finished
the
watching
stream
your
to a
stream.
stop.
I'm just currently looking at the thing. For the new coda, it's the new mission, right? You have to do the new mission, and then you have to grab a, there's a new mission. You gotta do the mission specifically